21, question 1. The diagram shows a cube placed on top of a cuboid relative to the coordinate axis. A is the point 846, write down the coordinates of B and C. So we've got the point A is 846 and we need the coordinates of B and C. So with 3D coordinates, the best way to think about it is you've got an x coordinate, a y coordinate and a z coordinate. Now the x coordinate goes along. The y coordinate is your kind of sense of depth, that's your kind of sense of 3 dimensions. Okay, so the y coordinate is your kind of sense of depth into the page there, and the z coordinate is going up. So to get the coordinates, first of all, of B, I'm going to focus on that to get going. Right, now the x coordinate, again, is your movement along. Now you can see clearly that we're as far along at A as we are at B, therefore if the x coordinate of A is 8, the x coordinate of B must also be 8. Now in terms of the y coordinate, or kind of sense of depth, we're right at the kind of back face there. So the depth at A is also the same as the depth at B, which means if the y coordinate at A is 4, the y coordinate at B must also be 4. Now, to get my z coordinate is the height. Now, I'm told that this shape up top is a cube, alright. Now, I can say with certainty there that the length of the one side of the cube is definitely 4. Now that's because the y coordinate at the front must be 0. If the y coordinate here is 4, that means that this must be 4 units long. Now if it's a cube, that means every length is 4 units long, which means this length here is also 4 units long. 4 units up from 6 means that the z coordinate must be 10. So I've just moved the 6 up by 4 units, which has given me 8, 4, 10. Now I'm going to focus on C. So again, for the x coordinate, how far along is it? Well, if I move 4 backwards from 8, that means that the x coordinate is 4. In terms of a kind of sense of depth, well, it's right at the front, it hasn't moved in at all, so the y coordinate is 0. And the z coordinate for C, we can see it's got the same height as B, and it must also have a z coordinate 10, 4, 0, 10, and that's the end of the question. Section 21, question 2. The diagram shows a rectangular base pyramid relative to the coordinate axis. A is the point 200, B is the point 526, write down the coordinates of B. Right, so remember that for x coordinates it's movement along the way, y coordinates is your kind of sense of depth, and for z coordinates is up and down. Alright, now if the x coordinate there is 2 at A, and then we've moved halfway along to get to V, that's 5. So if that's 2 and that's 5, 3 along, it would be another 3 along to get to this area here of the pyramid. So 2 along to 5, that would be along to 8, another 3 units. So the x coordinate would be 8. Same kind of thing with the y coordinate. So the y coordinate here is 0, no sense of depth. We've kind of moved in to the diagram by 2. So to get to the back of the diagram, it would be moving another 2, and that's a y coordinate of 4. Z coordinate is easy. Z coordinate is your height, and B lies on the base, which has no height. Therefore, the z coordinate is 0, and the coordinates at that point is 840. That's the final answer.